The Canik pistol everybody seems to forget about. Canik has been a go-through source of anything spectacular but affordable. Just recently, the company buddied with the Taran Tactical Innovations and introduced the Canik TTI Combat, which is a competition-ready combat-tested pistol that doesn't even exceed $1,000. Aside from this, Canik also has the METE and SFx Series, which arguably are some of the best value-driven duty and carry pistols you can get right now. But have you ever heard about the TP9SF? What has become of it, and why in a sudden, people just drop this gun at all? Is this a bad example of a single-action pistol? Well, join me as we find out the answers. What's up, everyone? This is Scott from Next Level. In this episode, we will be revisiting the Canik TP9SF and see whether or not it still has the qualities that would make it a deserving option for a personal defense weapon. Before we get underway, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I know it is a chore, but these simple clicks help my channel immensely. Now, let's return to the video. The Canik TP9SF, which is a product of Century Arms, was released around 2016 or 2017. I'm not entirely sure of the exact date, but I'm certain that it is an excellent shooter. The TP9SF isn't exactly as large as many other full-size pistols today, but is not that small enough to be called a certified concealed carry gun either. But yes, with the right holster and carry method, you can keep this gun with you all the time. It has an overall length of 7.56 inches, a height of 5.71 inches, and a width of 1.3 inches. Its barrel is roughly 4.5 inches long, and its empty weight should be more or less 28 ounces. If you are going to compare it, for example, with the likes of GLOCK 17, the SF offers more rounds without being hefty or bulky at all. However, it has a wider grip, which can be an issue for other shooters. Well, that's a compromise so understandable due to the robust capacity of the TP9SF. You can get the TP9SF in either 9mm or 40 S&W configuration. But since we are in the era of 9mm handguns, the majority of its buyers opted for the 9mm version of the gun. With the 9mm configuration, the TP9SF carries up to 20 rounds of ammo, while the 40 S&W model is fixed at 13 rounds. The SF designation on its name doesn't mean size full. Kidding aside, it means Special Forces. So, yeah, though it is not as popular as the SFX pistols, the gun is still up for tactical applications. In the grand scheme of things, the TP9SF is in the same vein as the TP9SA, but it doesn't have the decocker that many shooters wanted to get rid of their TP9SA pistols. Without any bias, let me tell you that the TP9SF performs quite well. There are hardly any flaws on the pistol that could make you turn this down. It's easy to shoot, downright accurate, and offers stunning reliability. Its form factor is nice, and its price tag represents what the brand is all about. Now let's delve into that last part. Over the years, I tend to encourage new gun buyers to focus on the guns themselves and not the inclusions on their package. After all, you need to be confident with the firearm that you want to buy, and whether or not you have done your research about its operation and shootability. If you can do this, you'll definitely get the right gun so you can control and shoot confidently. Canik pistols are great in general. Ask shooters out there who are worth their salt will tell you the same thing. But what makes Canik stand out are the bonus goodies that come with each gun you purchase. For example, the Canik TP9SF includes a sturdy foamed case, 2 Mec-Gar 18-round magazines, a 2-sided holster, 2 backstraps, 1 mag loader, a cleaning kit, and its user manual. All of these niceties will be given to you for a price that doesn't even exceed $500. Did these extras make the Canik TP9SF good? Not really. But are they nice to have? Yes. Absolutely yes. I bought this gun because of its reputation. Nonetheless, I am downright happy for the added service I got for my money. Despite being affordable, the TP9SF showcases good construction. It's not as flawless as other more expensive pistols, but it isn't shabby either. All parts are fitted properly. No component wiggles or shakes, and all of them are sturdy and can withstand abuse. The pistol can definitely last for years, and if taken care of properly, could serve you a lifetime. For starters, the Canik TP9SF really reminds me of GLOCK, especially once you disassembled it. There is one square takedown lever on each side of the pistol. It also doesn't require you to do a trigger pull for its slide to come off. The entire process is very simple, which, in turn, should let you maintain and clean the gun regularly. Taking a look at its internal architecture, you'll immediately notice that the schematics are similar to other striker-fired handguns you can find right now. There is no cutting-edge tech implemented in its internal design, but it works, so I have no real grounds to complain about it. The chamber and feed ramp are finely polished, while the slide glides on the metal rails that were molded into its frame. When it comes to control, the Canik TP9SF is something I can define as straightforward. All the external controls are properly placed, meaning that you can reach them easily, and they have been distanced appropriately to avoid mixing up. Both the magazine release and slide stop are placed on the left side of the gun's mag well. There's also a drop-safe striker blocker installed on this pistol. Based on the opinions of other TP9SF owners, there's a consensus that the gun itself is easy to manipulate and caters to a wide range of shooters. By the way, you can't find external safeties installed on the TP9SF. It only has a trigger safety, which works fine for me, but for others, not that much. Fortunately, there's a visible loaded chamber indicator equipped on this pistol. Similar to other modern striker-fired guns, the Canik TP9SF has a Picatinny rail. You can find it on the front of the frame, specifically on the underside portion. There, you can slap compatible lights or weapon attachments. That's your call. I also like that it has a serrated trigger guard and accompanying ridges, where you can rest the index finger of your weak hand. The serrations are also present on the rear of its slide, thus enabling convenient slide manipulation and grip. Now, one interesting aspect of the TP9SF is its visible striker. Once the pistol is ready to fire, you will see a red bulb on the rear of its striker. The loaded chamber indicator pops on the TP9SF. Every time you are going to use this gun, that marker will let you know that its striker is already engaged and ready. Still, I really recommend that you drop its magazine first and check its chamber to ensure that no accidents will happen while carrying or using the gun. Overall, I have no complaints about the operation of the TP9SF. It has a positive action, and its slide racks responsively. The magazines load and unload smoothly, and the entire gun itself has minimum tolerances for error. It's definitely solid and should serve anyone who is looking for an affordable yet effective duty gun. Before I forget, there's one aspect of the TP9SF that you should be aware of. Well, it has something to do with its trigger, specifically its trigger pull. At first, I really thought that shooters just hyped its trigger pull for clicks and views. In fact, I didn't bat an eye to its trigger because, come on, we are talking about a striker-fired trigger here. However, I immediately changed my mind once I got my TP9SF. After firing the trigger, I immediately felt its quality. It's tactile, audible, and smooth. Without exaggerating, the trigger used in the TP9SF comes really close to the revered quality of hammered-fired guns, such as the 1911. Its initial take-up is kind of long, but it breaks crisply. Moreover, the reset of the trigger is really short. If you aren't paying attention, you might not even notice it, and you know what it means, right? The TP9SF is a fast shooter. Similar to other double-stack striker-fired pistols, I deem that its magazine loading tool isn't that useful for the last 4 or 5 rounds. Once the 18 rounds are fully loaded, they slide securely in position with an audible click. The ammo gets into the battery without any flaw every single time. Overall, the gun displays superb reliability. I initially expected malfunctions after my 5th mag, but it continued to remain flawless until I emptied all my ammo boxes. It's boring, I know, but this is what makes the TP9SF an effective gun for duty or carry purposes. Its recoil is minimal, thanks to its well-balanced design. There's not that much recoil to deal with since you are only dealing with 9mm rounds. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more gun videos like this, just click the subscribe button and notification bell. Take care and stay safe.